Oh.
Well, do you understand what she wrote?
Yes, yes.
Where she wrote it at.
Okay.
Under her stuff, right? Yeah, we can't see over that screen. You underestimate how tall that is.
All right, we'll
Because
talk
I couldn't
after.
even see Tim
That's
in the
what
back row
makes
last
sense.
meeting.
Okay.
Couldn't
Yep.
see anything.
Wow. Jeez.
Yep.
So. Respond, so, yep.
Well, that's telling, so I would just, yep. When was that posted for that? Hi, how you doing?
This way it looks
Good.
light, but over
Hey,
there.
how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Really?
Yeah, with storms, yeah. It's crazy.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah, over here it doesn't look bad, but
Yeah.
over there, it's horrible. I was looking out the window, I was walking down the stairs.
You have to stop in. Sue just got back from Africa.
She did.
And she has a shirt on with the songs that they sing. And she said she went out on the Jeep with the tigers come right up and the lions come right up.
Did she see any of the gorillas?
I didn't ask her that. It was quick, but she's going to start showing me all the pictures and everything.
Yeah, I'll have to come in.
Yes, and she wants to see your pictures too.
Yeah.
But where did she go? She went to
She went to other places.
she
that
goes
I did.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
That's where she went.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad she's fine because we both were talking to each other.
And then she said, the girl that works with me, Sue, she lives in Sarin Woods. She said that they had a 12-hour layover in Paris, and she's a world traveler. And it was
When
her
did we say
first
we're
time
going to do that
Paris.
meeting?
And she
with the
she didn't like
youth
it
board?
because the people
At
were
the
not
end
friendly.
of the month,
Did
right?
she
You
go
said?
out?
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
they went
I'll
out.
put it on my
They went
to-do
out for
list.
they had a
Get a
nice
date out.
long lunch and everything. But she just
In Paris?
yeah, they're not friendly.
You want to do it like
thought
during the
Thursday
day, or you want to do it on the weekend?
She said no. She
better.
said like when the guys they're like
Yeah,
handing
okay.
off your
Yeah.
luggage and
I
everything.
want to make sure that
Oh, thank you very
some
much.
kids
And like the
are
guy's like,
Okay.
he turns his head, and she says, and then people like bump into you, walk in front of you. She opens the door
Okay.
for themselves.
during the day and
Yeah.
some are like, so
No, we'll do it like after work.
After
Like,
work.
yeah, either
Very
after work,
American.
during the week, or on the weekend.
But she
You
said
know,
it was
we'll figure
beautiful.
the time.
Yeah.
So, just see, let me know what
Thank
day's
you.
best. Okay.
I'll get back.
So I should be done. I'll be done with softball, so at least the weekends will be a little more easier.
Good job, guys.
That's the start, right? So,
No, not yet.
um,
Yeah, because that's
Oh yeah,
during
and I
music
gotta
week.
get back to that too.
So I'll call Robbie in about,
so we're gonna make it broad based, not just put it
Oh,
into
okay.
buckets.
All right,
Just
yeah,
make
yeah,
it a
It wasn't any, it was
Yeah.
stuff that they
So,
needed for the building.
anything
Poor Kevin.
I said, I was looking for his suggestions. I
Mhm.
sent him a picture of the
Yeah.
design, but it better not be bad.
Hmm?
your
Yeah. Okay.
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 And of course, I told him about the last meeting, so I'm like, they're up there giving her an award, well, me and him are trying to like, oh, it's just awful.
Good.
Addendum, but
Too bad.
yeah, where it will come
So
down.
much better this week.
You'll do it.
I know.
That's right. That's right.
He's coming back from meeting, right? He didn't say he's not gonna do it again. Okay. And that's all from the adjustments they made this week. Yes, that's what I think, Scott said this last year.
I don't know. That's why.
Oh, okay.
In that area.
Yeah. I mean, probably 7.
Okay.
That's what the ordinance
Okay.
says.
Perfect. So much better.
Barrett.
The world's gone nuts. Heaven help us.
Only Robbie.
Sorry, Tom. It's thinking.
Oh, Robbie's coming in by phone.
Yeah, he said he was going to be driving here and he would call in, but I said,
I'm trying to show him.
Hey, Robbie, can you hear me?
anything.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put you on in just a minute. We're gonna start in about a minute, okay?
Sure, thank you. Thank you.
got,
So
like
it
there was
is
some
that
flooding
we all talking
when he was driving
with
home, so there was a lot of
ourselves,
traffic
or
and
we
flooding.
with the club?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm looking. Well, they were showing that we don't budget for
This
so
thing's a
that's
piece.
I know you don't budget, but last year you got them all together. The clerk did it, and I
Yeah.
did mine separately, and then
Yeah.
I
Because they're not telling them somewhere specific, they'll go right up to the line.
No.
leave it to us. Okay.
Yeah. Any.
What's your home address? I was having park.
139 Lucas Drive. They're more than welcome to. Adrian lives closer though.
More security about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, especially in my neighborhood.
All right.
Yeah, they showed you North Jersey had a bear, but
From here, like
Almost.
these two driveways
80%.
here. And
This one's about 90%. This
Back-
one's
yeah,
about
so-
80%.
back here,
Couple months.
here,
Couple
and
more
here.
months.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you so
What?
much. I appreciate it.
I don't know yet. I haven't gotten into a routine yet.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra,
Yes.
Ms. Siakio,
Yes.
Mr. English,
Yes.
Mr. Patney. Mr.
Yes.
Patney? Mr. Patney's participating via telephone conference. Ms.
Yes.
Blakely?
Yes.
Adequate
Um,
notice of this meeting has been provided as required under the Open Public Meetings Act, specifying the time and place when such notice is being sent to the Trenton Times and the Trentonian and being posted on the municipal building public notice bulletin board and township website.
Please rise for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. May I have a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of June 11th, 2026?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Siakio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Abstain. May I have a motion? May I have a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of June 25th, 2026?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Question? Michelle, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Siakio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, we're going to jump into reports of council members. Amit?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Summer has started. That means summer concerts are here. Our rec is doing a fantastic job. They have a great lineup of performers who are performing at the gazebo every Tuesday. This week we had School of Rock performing. So if you haven't been there, you haven't seen the concerts, please do try and attend. They're amazing. And I think the next one is next Tuesday. So that's the first update. The other one is there are a number of school clubs that are trying to raise funds for, because of what is happening at the schools. So if you do support or you want to continue, support or, donate, please consider donating and supporting school clubs. And finally, the third thing is we are celebrating a wellness day on Sunday, June 12th at the Gazebo, Town Center Lake. It's a free event, mindfulness, yoga, and just grounding. If you're interested, please come attend. It's Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. Thank you.
Okay, Chris?
Well, on July 4th, we had a wonderful event at the gazebo by Town Center Lake. For July 4th, we read the Declaration of Independence. Each person got a chance to read 2 lines. And I think they told us it was over how many people? I think she said 65, but I think it might have been a little bit more than that. It was a well turned out. And raising the flag, the Betsy Ross flag, and then they sang, and it was so beautiful. And it was just so emotional, and it was very, very nice. And they just had a really great turnout, and we had a good time, didn't we? Yes, it was very, very nice.
Great event.
Yes, so we're going to do it every year.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Because it was very nice, and it was just heartwarming, and to see everybody that came out that's like, I've never seen that many people come
Yeah,
out,
it's great.
you know, and on the hottest day of the year. But it was really good. This, you know, town is really something.
Ravi?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I just want to apologize. I'm just on my way due to some flooding at the workplace near me. I just got delayed. But again, I wanted to just say that over the past 2 weeks, I was honored to participate in various events. One was a very nicely managed event at the Senior Center as a part of the celebration of America's 250th birthday or celebration. The veterans, almost around 16 or so seniors, were honored for their services. So it was really, really touching, and I was honored to be part of it. Also, I attended with my family the first season, this season's first farmers market on the Tuesday. So it was really good to see all the different farmers, local, the businesses, some of the local businesses, and everyone to be part of that. Music was also added something really nice touch to it. So I encourage all the residents out there to attend these farmers market to support, and it's a great experience. And finally, the July 4th event at the gazebo, it was really good, where I was honored to read as part of the Declaration of Independence. So thanking the Rotary Club of Robbinsville Hamilton to start this tradition, and also thanks to our Robbinsville Township staff to making arrangements and the flag. So it was really good. So that's all from my end. Thank you. We'll see you soon in just a few minutes.
Be safe, Ravi. Hal?
Yeah, I just want to piggyback. I couldn't be here on the 4th because I was in Maryland celebrating there, but as I had people there that were sending me videos, I mean, it was almost like the hair on the back of my head standing up. It was so wonderful. That's the great thing about Robbinsville. I mean, our Community Day, now our 4th of July, those things are phenomenal. So great for that. Kudos to the Rotary. I am a Rotarian. I would like to ask the council to think about supporting the Rotary at their Flags for Heroes, which is in September. So it is the Robbinsville Hamilton Rotary. It is held in Hamilton. Those are the flags out front of the hospital for a few weeks. It's a great fundraiser for great causes. Hamilton always takes first place because it's in Hamilton, and there's a wave of people. The Hamilton mayor is there. So I'm sure this year our mayor will be, I've said to the Rotary, I expect him to get equal time. And then they said, well, equal money but Hamilton doesn't give them money. They give them in-kind contributions. So I said, well, let's have a conversation. Anything we can do if you need some lights or you need some maybe police presence, because Hamilton police are heavy there, that we really need to step up. It is the Robbinsville Hamilton Rotary. So we need to keep it that way. So just kudos to the Rotary.
Jeff Martin, the mayor of Hamilton, came and he stayed for the whole thing, and he had a good time in our town too. So it was great.
Thank you. That Flag for Heroes is so beautiful when you go.
Yeah,
and
this year actually,
Hamilton Hospital, Robert Wood Johnson.
It is going to be during 9/11. So this year is particularly going to be meaningful this year.
And what's nice is you can actually purchase the flag, but you can give a donation and have a flag for a loved one who either served or we did it for Tom, so that was wonderful to go there when the girls were little.
Very cool.
So check that out. The only thing that I really have is the library update. The New York Blood Center was at the library a few weeks ago for a blood drive, and 28 people came out and gave blood during this blood shortage. They had their kickoff party for the summer, and 345 children and parents were there, which is amazing, and 311 teens and children signed up for the reading program. Our library has amazing programs. You can check it out online. Go there and visit. It's really good. a good place for us. And I just want to also piggyback what Ravi said about going on Tuesdays to our farmers market over at Myrie Run. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, it's good. All right. Going to jump into reports of administrator and mayor.
The only thing I have is just I want to echo the comments, everybody, about the Rotary event on July 4th. I think it was a great tradition that I'd like to start annually here. The president of Rotary currently actually started a similar presentation over in Freehold, I think over 20 years ago. It's a huge event there now where they actually close down streets. It's like a whole ordeal, which is amazing. So it was great to start it here, our first time on America's 250th birthday. So looking forward to that, to make it an annual tradition. And the only other thing I have, I just want to thank our OEM staff, our dispatchers, and our PD folks who were on shift last Friday. We had this beginning of the storms that seemed to come day after day, coming out of a heat wave into a storm wave, and also our DPW who, after that storm came down, we had a number of power outages in town. Our police officers who were on staff and our dispatchers had their handful. But they did an amazing job keeping control of the situation, dealing with street lights out, especially on 130, which is always a little hazardous. And our DPW was out 10 o'clock at night. They had some folks come in. We had some trees down the roadways, and they had machinery out there clearing everything up right away. So, yeah, I just can't thank all of them enough. So, thank you.
Yeah, amazing team. And if you are hungry after here and this meeting gets done fast, we can go over to Friendly's and have cone with a cup. And say thank you to these guys over here.
Yes, that sounds good.
Anything from you all? No? Okay.
I have a note sale to report.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. On July 7th, we sold 9,418,000 notes. We got 5 bids, and Jeffries were the winner. The notes expire on July 7, 2027. Interest rate was 4%, and net interest is 2.78. So increase in the rating definitely helped with the interest rate.
Very nice.
Yep.
That's
So
awesome.
that S&P favorable rating we just got is already paying off.
Yep. Awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to jump into public comment. Anyone wishing to make any comments, please step forward and state your name and address for the record. The council will use this public comment period as an opportunity to listen to residents' concerns, but not to debate issues or to enter into a question and answer session. Issues raised by members of the public may require review and or further investigation prior to responding. All comments will be considered and are always welcome. And I just ask you, if you're making a comment, to please put your name and address down on the sheet there. Thank you.
Okay, come on up.
Yes, right here, sir.
I just put my name and address.
Yes, please.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Sanjay Sharma. My wife and myself, we have been living
Address
in
for the record,
Robbinsville
please.
for almost 20
I'm
years
sorry,
now.
can you state your address for the record, please?
Oh, 11 Newtown Boulevard.
Thank you.
So we have been living here almost 20 years. Both our kids, they graduated from Robbinsville school system, and we love this town. That's why, in spite of the fact that our son, our younger one, he graduated high school almost 7 years ago, we still stayed on, living in a big house, 4-bedroom, as empty nesters. We just, because we love the town and everything around the town. That's why we kept it going like we have been from last 20 years. But now I think the time has come, when we ourselves, for various reasons, we have been debating that, okay, what's the point, the taxes are going higher and higher. Of course, the township has done a wonderful job of maintaining it at a reasonable level of all these years. But still, I retired consciously 9 years ago from my corporate life. And then managing things, everyone has a budget. Just like township has a budget, every individual household has a budget, so do we, okay? So I was thinking that, why is there a blanket ban on renting out either part or full of our homes, for short-term rentals? So when I reached out to the township last week by sending out an email, I got a response that there is a blanket ban, like section, 140 Route 12F. Alicia was kind enough to respond to my email on that. But I just want to share my personal experience with you, everyone here, right? Last month, my wife and myself, we were in Pacific Northwest. We visited 8 different cities, between, Washington, Alaska, Vancouver, and so on. And most of the places we booked Airbnb, and they were all single-family homes in a very decent neighborhood, okay? And just like our homes around here, okay? So that kept me thinking that, okay, just like us, who are feeling the pinch of the increased cost of ownership, especially when given the fact that the kids are already gone, you're sitting in a big house. There's so many factors which comes into play, which favors some consideration of either repealing this section altogether or allowing the homeowners to do it on us with certain restrictions. I understand noise pollution, kind of people, traffic, parking, all those things needs to be considered. But having a blanket ban on this kind of a rental, when I have personally experienced and had a wonderful experience of living there in those places elsewhere, there are multiple reasons. A, of course, is it will somewhat make living in Robbinsville more feasible for us, financially speaking, right? Another thing is that empty nesters like us, like I kid you not, in this first 6 months of this year, we have been away from Robbinsville for 3 months. We were in India before, we went to Hawaii, then we went to Pacific Northwest. So I literally had to call my friends and say, hey, can you just go and water our indoor plants, right? Or just take care of, just have a look at my home, I told my neighbors. So if we can make certain arrangements like this of part-time rentals, not only it, helps us keep up the house in good shape, and obviously, all these rental platforms like Airbnb and Vrbo and things like that, they do a due vetting of all the people who come in, okay? They do the vetting of the landlords and they do the vetting of the tenants also. So it's not like as if we will be opening the doors to the lot of riffraff. And if township is concerned about that aspect, trust me, I'm more concerned about that aspect myself because I'm letting someone come into my home, all right? And another thing is that for empty nesters like us, that even if when we are home and we rent out a part of, like we have a master on the main and there are 3 empty bedrooms sitting there, we hardly visit, okay? So if there is someone over there, it will also give us some good company, if the person is working, let's say, they're working corporate office, they're visiting for work, they do their daily work and they come home and we will have someone to talk to us and they will have someone, good enough to talk to them and have a good time instead of just crashing into a hotel bed. Because I've been a road warrior all my life. I was a management consultant throughout my life. So I know what a life of road warrior is, right? So keeping all these facts that, okay, substantiate our income so that we empty nesters like us. And I'm sure, with the changing demographics of Robbinsville, we have been living here for 20 years. I'm sure there are more people like us, right, who are thinking about that. People, and that way you will be, the township will be keeping their old residents in the town, right? All those old residents who have seen the township, through ups and downs and everything else, right? So won't you want that to happen instead of people like us fleeing away from the township, right? So substantiating the income, having someone to take care of your own home when you're away for a long time, just like I give my own example that 3 out of 6 months we were away this year, right? And also, giving some empty nesters like us, like someone to go and chat, once in a while. I mean, depending on how friendly those people are, or how much small talk they want to make, okay? So that's what my submission is. So I don't know what are the steps forward, but I would definitely like to use this platform to raise this point, okay, for a very careful consideration by the council, okay, and I hope a positive response, but I'm not going to stop here. If I don't get it, I'll reach out to my fellow residents in this township, with whatever platform I can leverage, because I think it's a good cause to fight for. I mean, I'm using the word fight very carefully here, right? But I really want to, first of all, put it as a request to the council, as a very old and, resident of this township. And as I said, both our kids graduated from the school system. We love this town and want to stay in this town. So don't push us away. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, so you have to come up here and make a, yes, yeah.
Sign my name now. Good evening. My name's Alan Toussaint, 22 Oak Street in Newtown Village. I just have a question, well, not really a question, what to do about it. On the advice of the mayor, I went to the planning board to find out on Maple and 130 in front of the mobile home park what's going there, and plan. Myself and the residents are concerned, other residents of the park are concerned. It's supposed to be a 4-story apartment building, and a store's on the other side of it. Again, I had brought this issue up before, that the traffic to come in, there's only one way in and one way out of that park, and there's 150 mobile homes in there, and trying to get in and out of there now is ridiculous. You have the warehouse there. We fight with the school buses. We're still fighting with them, blocking Maple Street and that, using that instead of their own driveway. So if these two projects go in, a lot of concerns, traffic, what kind of accidents are going to happen, and what is the planning board going to do to prepare for something, another entrance or exit for that park? Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
You can come up here.
This is the first time I'm here. I've never been here before.
Take your time. Can you just state your name and address for the record?
Ostap Krupa, 23 Abbey Court.
Can you write your name down on there too?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
So may I say a few concerns about the agenda on this list today's
Yes.
meeting or not? Okay, so I'm down to ordinance public hearing C, traffic.
There'll actually be a public hearing,
Oh.
so you can address that during that time.
So when it's time for that, we'll have a public hearing on that, and I'll tell you to come up and you can
Oh,
ask the
this is
question for
tonight.
that. Yes, but is there other questions other than
That's
that?
it, just for now.
Yep, I'll let you know. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Reverend Michael Bueller. Don't let the hair and tattoos fool you. I am a minister, I promise. I'm actually here on a completely different, 601 3rd Avenue.
Thank you.
Newtown Village as well. I'm not here for anything to complain about. I'm simply here to say thank you to the mayor, to you guys as a council, and especially to Sharisa Dinatel. Over the past couple of months, my wife and I have been through hell, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware. Mr. Mayor, I'm sure you know. I'm not healthy. My wife is not healthy. And you guys have made life so much easier. So much easier for us over the past couple of months, where this could be a situation where it could have actually affected our health even worse. So from the absolute bottom of our heart, Brittany and myself, wanted to say thank you. She also apologizes for not being here. She's actually dealing with her 3rd round of post-concussion syndrome. So, traveling in the car right now is a little bit difficult for her. Again, what Sharisa has done for us as a family, I cannot put into words. I know that she gets a rap. I don't know whether it's justified or not, but I'm telling you from a different perspective how wonderful a job I think she's done for us as the Bueller family. So that's really all I have.
Thank you, and I'm sorry you're going through so much.
It's, you know, something, if it wasn't for people like you, it's easier to throw in a towel a long time ago.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, I am going to excuse myself and go back home to take care of my
No,
wife.
please
That's
do.
all right.
Please
All
do.
right, thank you.
Thank you. And tell her thank you.
I definitely will.
Yep. And prayers for her early recovery.
I'm sorry, where did that come from?
I was just saying,
Oh,
prayers.
It's-
Prayers.
You could just hear a speaker. I couldn't tell where it was coming from. Everybody, thank you again very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Be
it.
well.
Good evening, John Henry, 403 Walnut Street, also Newtown Village. My question is, there is a rumor that keeps growing as to what the township's plans for the park are. I'm not sure exactly, but I know normally when you go into an affordable housing agreement with the state, it's a 10-year deal. The feeling in the park is nobody's quite sure when that 10 years is up. The feeling is the park is that you're going to dump us. You have all intentions of getting rid of the park, basically because it's losing money for the township. That's what's out there. The township is taking money out of their pockets, I'll say, to pay for expenses in a park that should be being covered by the income from the park, which isn't being met because the amount of empty lots over there. And despite what you were just told, a lot of the problem is the affordable housing program. There's a lot of inconsistencies. It seems that it's kind of a pick and choose who she likes and who she doesn't like and who kind of gets pushed through. And it's taken some people over 2 years to get through that process. And I know this personally. So like I said, the big thing is everybody's more than curious what's going to happen to us when your agreement with the state runs out. So whenever we have our meeting, probably like September you were saying, if that could be addressed, either one way or the other, because people would either like to have a little peace of mind that they know we're okay, or that somewhere in the near future there's a good possibility they may have to start looking to figure out what they're going to do and where they're going to move. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, never mind. I found it. I was looking for the left-handed pen.
Hi. Nushin Kanani, 806 Cypress Street. How are you guys? I have a couple of things that I wanted to ask you. First of all, please don't laugh, but what is a note sale? I didn't know what is a note sale. Please explain to me if you can. I didn't know what a note sale is. Now, number two, I wanted to ask you about, there is a conversation, and I did tag most of you because I didn't know how to find the answer about this Dolce & Clemente place moving and the parking lot that Sharpeville is going to be used, and there is a big conversation about that area that the parking lot is going to be used, and now Dolce & Clemente, they are pleading with people that, to talk to you guys to see what are your plans, and because I think Sharpeville is building something else and is going to take away their parking, and the reason that they are moving from that place is one of the reason is the parking. So I wanted to ask you guys about that. I wanted to be coming right out and, asking you guys. I didn't want to check and question and talk about it only around Robbinsville. And the next thing I was going to ask you guys is about the ordinance C that you guys are going to talk about. I wanted to talk, before you approve it or whatever you want, please talk about the ordinance C if you can. And I was going to ask you because I see that you are having a public hearing on Ordinance C 11C about the traffic. So I was going to bring the town center situation. In many places, when you
So that's nothing about town center traffic. This is a totally different, this is about Sharon Muse.
right,
traffic.
but I wanted to talk to you guys about the town center because in many places when you go, you see that when there is tight roads and as you know, town center has very much tight roads, especially around the North Street and around that area. Is it a possibility, I don't know if it's too much or not, that you could paint this section on the roads that it would cover that where they can stop parking? Because people are parking so close to the curb that when you are trying to turn, you're not able to. Especially when they have big cars and you have a big car, then it's impossible. So there is many places that they make it yellow, and if you go to many places that after that yellow you're not allowed to park. So people are going to be more careful because it is very much impossible, especially at 5 a.m. in the morning. You cannot find anyone. There is nobody there to call. And if you call or start waiting, you're going to be waiting for your job and you're going to be late. So if it is a possibility, if you can look into it. And another one that I was going to ask you guys about, before you approve the resolution 12, E, F, and K, please explain it a little bit because I was reading it and it was not very clear for me. I would really appreciate that. And it brings me to two other things that one of them is I don't know when it comes. I don't want to bring and start it right now, but because the gentleman talked about the making our houses open for the renting and Airbnb and whatever. One of the experiences on the 4th of July, I was in Washington D.C. and my daughter's house, the next door neighbor was rented. The same situation. They were out and they rented a house, and until 3 a.m. we could not sleep because they were having a big party. It is 4th of July, what can you say? And then the next night it happens again. So, and you don't know who's coming, you don't know who's going, you don't want to be the one who's calling the police. So it is very difficult. Yeah, maybe you are waiting, but you are leaving the house, so you don't know what the person who's living in your house has done. So it is a possibility if you guys are keeping it as is, because I don't think it's a good idea for that. And then last thing that I wanted to ask you guys, I don't know if you guys talked about it or not, because I brought it, I think, two meetings before. If it is a possibility, I don't know. You guys took the second public participation from the end out. If it is a possibility, if you going to put it back in, because after you guys approve and you talk and you have, you do whatever you do, then that's some questions that is going to come up that we would really like to ask you. Because yes, when the meeting is over, I approach you, or this person approach him, or this person approach another person. So if this is going to be more together, so everybody can hear everybody else's question. So if it is a possibility to bring that second participation back, and you guys are going to think about it and get back to me. So I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think
Hello, my name is Sanskrit G. I live at 7 Canterbury Drive. And before I start, I just want to thank Mayor Todd and the rest of the council for hearing me out and everyone else out today. So I live on 7 Canterbury Drive in the Washington Green community by West Manor Way. And so nearby there is Community Park and, of course, Sharon School. Now, for the last 5 years, we've lived in Robbinsville, and one of our main points of moving here was the exemplary school district. I had a great time at Sharon, an amazing time at Pond, and I hope to have an even better time at the high school when I move up there next year. Now, the only issue is the cutting of busing nearby Sharon. When I was younger, I used to take the bus to Sharon, of course, but I have a little brother, and he won't get the bus either. And in my community and in the surrounding communities, there are a bunch of other kids who don't get buses either. So one of my propositions was to make a safer way to get to school. We already have, thankfully, great sidewalk systems around there and great crosswalk systems around there. However, there are still some other things that need to be brought to attention. One of which is certain speed limits. So there's a crossing between the Washington Green Community and Community Park on West Manor Way. Right next to it is a flyover over I-95 that connects the Industrial District and I believe Applegate Road. And over there, a lot of the time you'll see cars flying down because there's not preemptive notice that it's very close to a school and there's a crosswalk nearby. I've seen cars going 40, almost 50 miles an hour down the overpass. And so one way to make it a lot safer for kids to cross that sidewalk and get to school would be to decrease that speed limit further back at the Industrial District down to 25 miles an hour. Another thing we could do to that crosswalk would be add some sort of flashing light system or just some way to alert drivers that this is of great attention and you have to slow down and be careful. There's also a few other crossings, one on Gordon Road between West Manor Way. And so there, the speed limit is thankfully another 25 miles an hour. However, it would still be beneficial to have those blinking lights to assure drivers that you have to be careful here. You don't need a complete reduction of the speed limit down to 25 miles an hour, but at least something during the most commonly traversed school hours would be very beneficial. Additionally, another idea I had to make it even safer would be to add another sort of another sidewalk in Sharon School. There is currently a fenced off area surrounding a dip, if you will, in the ground. And so if we push that fence back maybe a few feet, you could fit a sidewalk that would allow for students to be able to walk or bike down to the back of the school without having to go on the main road or bike back home. Again, thank you so much for hearing me out today. I really hope to hear back from you guys soon.
So I'm just going to address you. Thank you for coming.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this, if you can see in our resolutions here, it is F. We have money given to us for many through a Safe for Walkers grant. So that's going to help Annie and Reagan Lane and Tyndall, across Tyndall, Coombs Road, across Hutchinson Road, Patriot Drive across West Manor, and West Manor Way across Gordon. They're going to have the flashing lights.
That's amazing.
Also, the 25 mile per hour on Applegate, that's done already.
Oh,
okay?
wow.
And when we had heard about the courtesy busing, myself, the administration, the mayor, and Ravi, we got together with the school system.
Mm-hmm.
So your thoughts about at Sharon, where that fence is, that's going to be fixed as well. So a lot of this is already taking place.
That's so amazing to hear from you guys.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
I just want to tell you, you're a great speaker.
Yes, you
and,
are.
and
Good.
Very confident.
And what grade are you going into?
I'm going to be a freshman up at the high school.
Oh, good luck.
Yes.
Keep
And
shining.
Did you put your name and address down then?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I was actually wondering, could I give you this? This is a
Of course. Yeah. Thank you so much.
from other members of my community.
We'll tell them that a lot of this is in the works.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
All right.
Thank
you.
you for coming.
Great job.
Yep. I also want to just give him a shout. Like I got a chance to interact with him like through emails and shared some of the and thank you for advocating for the safety of the public, like the public safety. And I know you also presented at the town hall with the Congressman Herb Conaway. So great job in advocating for the safety, and keep doing that.
I could only do any of this because of your support, Councilman Putney, and of course the support of all my other community members.
Yep. No.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good job. Nice job.
So I have the mother, if I may.
Come on up. You can put your name and address down too, please.
Sure. Thank you. Hi, my name is Shruti, and I'm his mother. And we moved to, I live in 7 Canterbury Drive, and we moved 5 years back. And he was a gifted and talented student, and a lot of teachers recommended moving to a good school district, and that was why we made the move. And then a year down the line, or maybe 2 years down the line, one day he told me that, Mom, the school district is by the students. So it's not about someone else to make it better, but for me and my friends and all of us to ensure that whatever privileges we have had, everyone gets those privileges. So it's about equality in a school district. If all kids get access to the same infrastructure, that's how a school district progresses. And I would never want to kind of outshine anybody. I would gladly, and he's a proud Boy Scout as well.
Oh,
of
awesome.
271
Congratulations.
Robbinsville. So I'm really thankful also for the Boy Scout organization for the way they are kind of leading these young boys out here, and really thankful to you to hear.
Could
hear
we?
him.
Well, well done, Mama.
Yes, and you know what? He really did a great job, and we're impressed. Thank
Yeah.
you. And you gave us a lot
Done
of
good, Mom.
info. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you did.
Awesome. Okay. You have to come back up and state your name and address again, please. Oh, so listen, sir, this is not a question and answer and a debate. So I think that you said your piece.
Right.
If you're following up with
No,
what she
no,
said.
nothing, Absolutely not. Again, this is Sanjay Sharma here from 11 Newtown Boulevard. There's no follow-up. I'm not here for debate. My only thing is, what is the next step? I mean, do I hear from any of the council members? What is the next step on this?
So I'm going to close the public hearing and we'll kind of discuss.
Okay.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, on seeing no one else approach, may I have a motion to close this public participation session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. So, Nushin, regarding an explanation about the note sale in Dolce and Clemente's in Town Center, you're going to have a follow-up for email because, like I read, this is not a question and answer. And you have our emails, and we always ask you to reach out to us. If you see something on social media, we have said this to you numerous times. So out of respect, you can always email us. We always get back to you.
And that's in the middle of a land use process.
Yes, exactly.
It's in the middle of a land use board process. We can't comment.
I'm gonna talk to our attorney about. Do you advise that we should talk about Airbnb? I know that the gentleman here said that he was going to fight. There was notice in an email.
I think you can address what the process is, which is they've made a request to council. Council can, if they choose, put that amendment on the agenda, which would be the next step. If council chooses not to, then it is not going on an agenda. And I think that you can state whether or not you intend on putting that on a council, but I do a council agenda. But I do think, to the extent that you need to talk privately, or obviously without a quorum, that one-on-one, and make a decision, you can make a decision and don't have to address anything tonight.
Could you send us, email us the ordinance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then we can look at that. And see what it
Are we
says.
able to speak tonight about our opinions about it?
I think you can, yes.
I'd rather wait till I read the ordinance.
If anybody's comfortable speaking on their opinion, they're more than welcome to. I don't.
So the ordinance is what we've read. Yeah, I think I was sent the emails, I think, as council president.
Yeah, I believe you and Hal were the only two council members that received the ordinance themselves.
Right, so
I can't speak for that, but the emails I was on was only you
Yeah.
and the president and vice president.
Okay. I mean, so my feelings about it are I'm not in support of having homes in Robbinsville turned into Airbnbs, rented out, because my job as a council person is to protect our residents. And there has been numerous, after receiving the information, numerous complaints in other towns that have Airbnbs and rental properties. I think Robbinsville is a very special community, and we move here to put down roots and know our neighbors. And I know my neighbors all so well, and I really care about them. And I would not want every 3 to 4 months different people moving in. I think there's a lot to take into consideration.
Well, one of the problems I remember when we did the ordinance was Rajapo. They were having problems there, and residents came in and we had about 10 residents come in back then and complain that there's like parties that were all 3 days and 24-hour parties like weddings. And were you on there then? Hugh?
Yeah, I was actually director of community development and wrote that white paper.
Yes.
That's somewhere in the files that has all the reasons council unanimously voted for that ordinance. And Rajipa was the main
Yes.
Impetus because it's a 55 and older, and it was rented to college students who pitched a tent and had a DJ and had a ball in a 55 and older neighborhood. There's no control over that.
Right.
And then honestly, we love BAPS, but with 2 million visitors a year coming to BAPS, that could be a real problem. There's a housing shortage, and these Airbnbs cause a housing shortage because older folks keep their houses and rent them out. And then our kids don't have a place, and they're the ones that have to move out of town because there's a housing shortage. That's all over the country. Numerous issues like that. So if we get the white paper, but what I'm hearing is I'm a solid no on changing it. I'm
a solid no too.
I think I hear 3 no's, and let's just end it now.
Yeah.
I also think of the one thing that came to my mind was like Megan's Law.
Yes.
You don't know who's coming in. My goal as a council person is to protect the residents.
Safety.
All of our children are I feel like unanimously we are safety first, always safety. So I'm a hard no, and yeah. And getting your email, I researched other towns, and you know it's different than Washington D.C. where people come in, and Boston, and we're just not a community that's designed for that. So that's my feeling.
I just want to read the ordinance before.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to read the ordinance as well.
Yep.
I could
Yeah.
absolutely send
Thank
the
you.
ordinance out.
Okay, so moving on to ordinance for introduction. May I have a motion to introduce ordinance amending Chapter 142 of the Code of the Township of Robbinsville entitled Land Use, specifically Chapter 142-16 entitled R1-5 Low Density Residential District.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
May I have a motion to introduce an ordinance amending the Gordon Simpson Tract redevelopment plan, Route 130 South redevelopment area, Robbinsville Township, Mercer County, New Jersey.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yep.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Abstain.
Ms. Blakely?
Actually, no vote at all.
Okay, no vote. Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
May I have a motion to introduce an ordinance amending Chapter 88 of the Code of the Township of Robbinsville entitled Cannabis.
So moved.
Second.
So I think you had a question about this, Nushin. So this is just kind of opening up that I think at the moment we have one Class 1 license.
We have, what this ordinance does is we have one Class 5 license, which is a dispensary, which is only allowed in Old York Road redevelopment zone. This is allowing 2 additional dispensary licenses. We have not identified a zone for where those will go. So once there is an identified zone, there will be a land use ordinance along with this. But right now it's just opening up 2 additional retail licenses, as well as kind of giving the Cannabis Advisory Committee more of a parliamentary role of, needing a chair, needing their bylaws reviewed by council, kind of revamping how community development and council and the administration all interact on the advisory committee.
Okay. So it's not that one is coming as we speak. It's just opening up that could possibly be in the future.
Correct.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the Cannabis Committee, which I serve on, has unanimously pushed this to council, voted on that. The chief of police and fire and engineering and everybody else is on that committee.
Okay, great. Okay, Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
So these introductions will I guess at the next meeting, be public hearings, correct?
Correct.
So you can also come back and speak about these three ordinances. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into ordinances for public hearing. This being the time and place for a public hearing on an ordinance of the Township of Robbinsville in the County of Mercer, New Jersey, providing for various capital improvements and related expenses in and for the capital, appropriating $1,699,515, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $1,614,538 in general improvement bonds or notes of the township, to finance the same. I would like to open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to make comments about this ordinance, please step forward and state your name and address for the record. On seeing no one approach, may I have a motion to close this public hearing?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yep.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Oh, do I have to say?
Make a motion.
We need a motion for the adoption.
Oh, okay, may I have my motion to adopt the ordinance?
I'll make a motion.
Seconded.
Any discussion? Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
This being the time and place for a public hearing on an ordinance of the Township of Robbinsville in the County of Mercer, New Jersey, providing for improvements to township sewer collection system in and for the township, appropriating $2,575,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $2,571,250 in sewer utility bonds or notes of the township to finance the same. I would like to open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to make comments, please step forward and state your name and address for the record.
Nushin Kanani, 806 Cypress Street. About this, the sewer, I wanted to ask you, because the price of the sewer situation constantly is going up, I wanted to know that, is this a situation that we all have to deal with with the Hamilton Township and sewage, and then the money that is going up, and then the money, because, every 4 months that you have to pay the bill and all that. Is this that one? Is this the one that you guys are dealing with? That's the money that is going to be giving from one hand, giving to the other hand, because it's a matter of like a 400,000 different. If I'm not mistaking the number that you read, the second number that you read, is it possible for you to explain it a little bit?
So, do you want to jump in?
Sure. This is actually for sewer improvements, not for sewer usage.
Okay.
So this is, I don't have, Bruce actually has the ordinance in front of him. I don't know exactly
For
what.
the pump stations,
For
right?
for pump stations.
Meadowbrook and Route 130, I believe.
So it's for infrastructure repairs, not for, what you're talking about is the sewer treatment is done by Hamilton. We actually own every pipe and every pump station in Robbinsville. Hamilton maintains them for us, but we actually own them. So the bond ordinance is strictly for improvements to the infrastructure within Robbinsville. Has nothing to do with Hamilton.
Okay.
And our residential sewer rates have not gone up for a number of years.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
And was there a reason that we are giving it to Hamilton for maintaining it and not us ourselves? Just checking.
We don't have a sewer treatment plant.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
We also don't have anyone in DPW that's licensed to maintain the sewer system.
But that's been there for
That's a good
years,
point.
right? This is nothing new.
No,
nothing.
we've never that I know of. We've never maintained our system. I believe we've always had a shared service with Hamilton to maintain.
Thanks.
Okay, on seeing no one else approach, may I have a motion to close this public hearing?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
This being the time and place for a public hearing on ordinance amending Chapter 7 of the Code of the Township of Robbinsville entitled Traffic. I would like to open the public hearing. Anyone wishing to make comments, please step forward and state your name and address for the record. Thank you for your patience waiting all that time.
Ostap Krupa, 23 Abbey Court, Robbinsville. So question I have first, may I? So is this a vote today? So that you have to make a vote and then make a decision if you're banning parking from Sharon Road to Abbey Court and from Sharon Road to Francis Court? Is that what my understanding?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So another question I have for you: was there some kind of study, or that you decided to have this? Was there somebody that
There was a report prepared by the township engineer and the traffic sergeant.
So there was a report engine. Okay. Now, that's interesting because do they know how many young families live in that community, and where will they park if that part of the street will be closed? Because I have kids, and one is going to high school in a couple of years. He's going to have a driver's license, so he's going to have a car as well. So those courts are so tight, and that parking in those courts are really tight, and really people don't have anywhere to park. So was there a plan for other people to...
I don't know, and I don't know if either of the lieutenants that are here tonight can speak to the traffic sergeant's report. But I do know that a report was prepared by the traffic unit and the township engineer.
Okay.
If council wants to table this vote, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, I think
to
we should
table
table it. We're going to table it and look at the study that was given.
I mean, I've been living there for 10 years. And then, as older people, unfortunately, pass away or not, younger families buy townhouses in that community with 3 kids, 2 kids, 4 kids, and parking is so tight in those courts that people have to park on the Sharon Road. Yes, some people park a little off and makes a little bit tighter to get by, but there's an upside to it that when the car come down that hill, they actually slow down because they have to get in between the cars. So when there's kids are playing, they actually slow down, because I've been in situations and I've seen there's no cars parked and the cars just fly down there 40 miles an hour that, they don't slow down. At least when the car's there, they see the cars, they slow down. Even there's kids playing. So that's my just point of view. Okay, so
we're going to table it. We're not going to vote on it tonight, so
okay.
that's not going to pass.
Good.
Yeah,
okay.
we're going to.
Thank you very much. I just want to
into
express my concerns about it,
We're
and
glad
then
you did.
just
Thank
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
if we can give our email, are you going to be here for the rest of the meeting?
For tonight, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
we'll give you our email address, so then you can send us an email and tell us your concerns about it, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely. And that report, how do I find that report, or how would I, that
Public report.
It's a public report. You can file an open request with the court. With the clerk's office, or we can respond to the email with that report.
Email us, and then we'll get back to you and
Excellent.
tell you
Thank
what's
you
in
so
the
much.
report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That's why we have public hearings.
That's right. On seeing no one else approach, may I have a motion to close this public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Alicia, roll call?
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Diakio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
You're
To
actually
table the ordinance?
you're tabling it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
Oh,
carrying
my
it one meeting.
Goodness, I was jotting down notes. Sorry. I haven't written table. It's right here.
Motion to
It's
table.
been a long week.
I make
Okay.
a motion to table it.
All right. Do we have to say motion to table it?
To carry to the next meeting.
Okay. May I make a motion to carry this to the next meeting? I apologize, guys.
But we already have a motion and second. So I
I'll
can
make
roll
a
call?
motion.
Second.
Yep. Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Diakio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay.
E, F, and J.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is like what I have done for the past meetings is, we'll talk about it during discussion. I'll explain it during then, okay? The only one we're pulling is K. Okay. May I have a motion to approve resolutions A through J?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Michelle, roll. You know what? we'll vote on it and then I'll discuss. Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, so, you wanted us, I wrote them down. You wanted us to talk about E, which is adopting a policy regarding presentations before Robbinsville Township Council. There are so many amazing people in this town, and children especially, and we and the clerk's office have been inundated with people wanting to come and talk. So we kind of set up guidelines about the presentations. The first one basically being that we want it to be government-oriented or, helping the whole community. Sports and things regarding education should be pushed back to the school. So that's all lined up. Authorizing the contract for rectangular rapid flashing beacons through the Somerset County Co-op. This is money that we received, and we're able to do all of the things, the flashing lights, through all of those different intersections through a Safety for Walker grant. So this is going to help not only our children, but our community. And K, amending redevelopment agreement with Charbel. They're just adding 2 additional affordable housing units and a modified payment schedule for their sewer connection. J, you want it, not K. We're pulling K. J, appointing the administrative assistant because Alicia is now our clerk. Tiffany moved up, so we needed a spot for Tiffany. So Elizabeth Johnson-Ray is going to be joining us. Okay, so that is that. I'm sorry. Here we go. We did that. So may I have a motion to approve Resolution K?
I thought we were pulling.
We're pulling it because...
A motion to pull it, to approve pulling it?
No.
No, you've approved A through J. Now you're
okay.
approving K.
Okay.
All right. You just wanted to pull it out to explain it?
Robbie has a conflict.
Yep.
Okay, so...
Motion.
Right? Yeah. All right,
Okay.
so may I have a motion to approve Resolution K?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra? Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney? Okay. Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion carried. May I have a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Including PSE&G.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, Alicia, roll call.
Mr. Chopra?
Yes.
Ms. Iacchio?
Yes.
Mr. English?
Yes.
Mr. Patney?
Yes.
Ms. Blakely?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And Nushin, the other thing too is that you asked about a second public comment. I don't think it's necessary. This meeting, although we love the public here and we like your questions and we like your comments, this is really a council meeting. So I think one public comment is sufficient. The meeting runs much smoother. We answer everybody's questions to the best. We're available to people. We email people back and forth. So as the moment, it's just staying one public comment. Okay? And with that, meeting adjourned.
Can I ask a question? Can we get our picture taken
Sure.
with him for his mom? You want to come on up? Okay. Is that okay?